This video is going to go out to ILoveHalie1996, and I really am sorry about your father. He made a mistake, okay? And it wasn't because of you. It had nothing to do with you. He had problems that you could never have solved even if you wanted to. So don't think to yourself that you're in any way responsible for his problems. That was his problem, not yours. You're not responsible, so don't think that, okay? There was absolutely nothing you could have done to have prevented what he did. It's just the way it is. It's the same way with your mother, okay? She has problems far more than, you said, alcoholism and smoking. Okay, she's got more problems than that. That's just the outermost problems. She has so many problems inside of her, it's not even funny, and you can't do anything about that. You're not a trained psychologist. You don't have an ability to do anything about that. So I'd like for you not to worry about that. That's not something that you have anything to do with, okay? It would take you years of social training to do anything to help her, and that's if she wants the help at all, which, from what I can tell, she doesn't really want the help. And if she doesn't want the help, then you can't help her. You can only help people that want it. And if she doesn't want it, that's a problem, okay? And I am sorry that her intoxicating consumption created your medical problems. I am really sorry about that. You have my deepest sympathy on that. But I saw on your video the damage you're causing to your own body. Let me tell you something. Please don't do that anymore. And I'll give you a good reason why. Okay? This is the first thing I'm going to teach you. If you continue to do that, you leave yourself vulnerable to a potential exposure to something called MRSA. And I think you should research MRSA. I actually made a video about that. It was about this guy. It was an article I read from the Seattle Times. It was about this guy named Norman Hurst. He got exposed to MRSA, then he exposed a nurse to MRSA, and then she exposed 23 other people to MRSA, and everyone except the nurse died. So MRSA is not something you want to toy around with. And yes, you leave yourself potentially vulnerable to MRSA because of the activities you do. No more eating disorders. And for heaven's sakes, leave your body alone, because I'm telling you what, you think it's bad now. You try getting MRSA once, and you'll wish you'd listen to me. Okay? But even with all of that, which technically to me would be kind of, well, of course she didn't know about MRSA, so that really isn't your fault. It's kind of like an unknown ignorance, okay? Let me tell you something. These people that have been bullying you, you say they've been bullying you in school, they are dumber than even that. Because what they are practicing is a way of life that is eventually going to lead them into working in fast food for the rest of their days. I'm not kidding you. They're going to have these 2-bit jobs the rest of their lives because they can't interrelate with people. They can't socialize with people because they keep trying to tear people down. And they are going to be in dead-end jobs the rest of their lives. I'm not kidding you. They are literally leading themselves to dead-end jobs. So even though you're being tormented now, just keep it in your head. Put it in your head. Even though you're being tormented now, their torment comes later. And it could last a lifetime. They could spend the next 50 years in low-paying jobs, and eventually they could end up without much of a retirement on top of all of that. Talk about the insult. They are literally doing things that are 10 times more stupid than what people may consider what you're doing. Okay? So, if they're standing there calling you stupid, they're doing something far worse than you. I'm not kidding you. And you don't want to follow their path, because that's a guarantee. They continue that, and they're going to have loser lives the rest of their lives. I know. I've seen it happen. Okay? And let me tell you something. When it comes to anorexia, I had a girlfriend die of it. You don't want to die like that. I saw her shrivel away to nothing. That is not a way to die. I promise you. And all you're doing is giving these bullies a massive victory. Do you really want to do that? I don't think so. You say, who enjoys life? I enjoy life because I found something. Okay, there was some information that was hidden from me that I have now found and I am putting into my daily life. And that information is transforming my life in ways you can't even imagine. And the thing is, I decided not to be selfish because I have been bullied too. I decided, instead of sitting there going, well, I got this unbelievable advantage and I'm just going to take advantage of people, I decided instead to place it all here on YouTube for people like you. I want you from this day forward to go through every one of my playlists, and I want you to learn every single video in there. And if that doesn't transform your life, you contact me immediately and I will tell you more until your life turns in a completely different direction, because we're going to get you away from the bullies. You just got yourself an ally. I'm your ally now. I've been through the bullying. I've been through massive bullying, so I know exactly what you're going through. So you do what I tell you, and if things don't change, you let me know, and I'll tell you more things until it finally does. We're going to change things for you. It may take a while, but trust me, in the end, you'll be a lot happier. Okay? And life is not as complicated as you think it is. It's just that they have presented life in the wrong way. Trust me on this, it is not that complicated. If you do what I tell you, things will start to work out. You have my personal assurance on that, but you've got to trust me implicitly. I've been down your road, I know what you're going through, and if you'll do what I ask of you, things will change, and they'll get a lot better for you. Perfect? There is no perfect life. I never said there was. But things will get better for you. You just got to do what I tell you to do. If you do it, I'm guaranteeing you, things will change. So, get on my channel, start watching these videos, go through all those playlists, learn everything you can, and afterwards, after you've gone through all of that, if your life isn't changed, you tell me, and I will personally work with you until your life gets better. And don't think about committing suicide anymore, because all you're doing is giving those bullies a victory. Don't you dare give them a victory. You do what I tell you instead. And when you do, you'll get the real victory. You have my word. Alright. Well, I will tell you more in a future video, so stay tuned.